Canada has actually announced a new and major development when it comes to students coming to study in Canada. And Canada announced the end of the Student Direct Stream and Nigeria Student Express. And I will now be also take you to a website whereby you can take how long it's going to take you to process your student permit right now, and go to Canada, because what was ended was actually majorly a time factor. It actually helps people to process their student permit faster than the general one that is being used. So let me just take you through these major changes. So this is the Student Direct Stream was launched in 2018 to provide faster processing for eligible post-secondary students and for people in this country. And another one, what is similar, is that the Nigerian Student Express was provided for people in Nigeria, Nigerian students who want to study in Canada. And the goal of this is actually the goal of this Direct Stream and Nigerian Student Express is to process the permit faster so that you can get your permit faster. This measure actually gives you more flexibility. You are faster with the process. The requirement too is a little bit simple. It's very easy to process actually. But now an end has come to it. So now what is the next step? So the next step now is that you have to go to the the study permit, the regular study permit stream, which accepts guaranteed investment certificates as proof of financial support. And the major difference, as I've said earlier, is actually about the time frame, the time it's expected for you to get it. Under the one that have just been cancelled, it's actually very, very faster. So now this one accepts guaranteed investment certificate as proof of financial support. We all know that Canada is actually trying to limit the numbers of people coming into the country, and in 2025 they've limited the numbers of people that will be coming to Canada, even on masters, PhD and everything. They've limited it to 437,000 permit is what will be issued in 2025. And they've also provided some policies as well that actually limit the availability of work permit for spouses of international students. So if your program is not long enough, maybe you are doing 6-month program or 8 months, your spouse will not actually be qualified for spousal open work permit. And they are also trying to limit the spousal open work permit that they give. So you want to really research what you are going to do very well in Canada and make sure that you have all the benefits that you intend to have in Canada. So now, but Canada will continue to welcome international students, but all you just have to do is go to the study permit stream, the regular one, and you see this guaranteed investment certificate as proof of financial support is actually more acceptable, because many people now don't trust, especially from Africa kind of and Nigeria, they don't trust the proof of statements that a Nigerian provides. So sometimes it's a little bit hard for them to depend on it, and it's just left to the discretion of the person who interviews you to determine if it's good or not. And sometimes they might decide it's not good, meanwhile it's actually good. So this actually is a well recognized one. And the way to get this is you can go to their GIC account, guaranteed investment certificate, and you can go to some participating bank. For example, we have the Royal Bank of Canada. If you go to the Royal Bank of Canada online and then you register for a GIC account, and then you put the amount of money that is required as proof of fund, you put it there, and then you get a certificate, which is the GIC, which is the GIC. When you get a certificate, then you will use this in processing your permit. So when you use it, it's totally dependable, and you can be sure to a large extent that if you could provide this GIC, your permit will actually be granted. And now going forward to how do you now, how long does it take to get your permit in Canada? So if you come to this link here, I will put the link in the description below. You want to check your processing time that you take for you to come to Canada, for you to process your permit. So let's look for the one that is temporary residence, visiting, studying or working. So if you are going as a student, this is the one that you're going to take. And then which temporary resident application is it? Visitor, visa, visitor. This is the one that you are going to take for as a student. Visitor visa from inside Canada, visitor extension, visitor records, study permit from outside Canada. This is the one that you're going to take. What you want is study permit, and it's going to ask you where are you applying from which country. I'm actually from Nigeria, So I will actually have to put Nigeria, assuming I'm just trying to process my own. So Nigeria, and then click on get processing time. And now it says the processing time is 10 weeks. But of course, you have to be careful about these 10 weeks. This is not just 10 weeks. It's 10 weeks after you completely submit all your documents, just like what you will see here. This processing time tells you how long it took us to process most complete applications in the past. So it does not include the time it takes to send. When you are sending your visa, it does not include the time that you are going to, you are given a time to process your biometrics and the likes. So you want to make sure that all your documents are complete. You have bank statements intact and everything. So when your document is complete and everything is done on your own part, that is when it takes 10 weeks to process. But if your document is not, if you are having some issues, maybe your document is not complete, you may not have, these 10 weeks. It will actually go beyond these 10 weeks. So we want to start applying as early as possible. And so that's all about this. And you can always still apply, but you have to go to the study permit stream and not through the Nigerian Student Express and through the SDS anymore. And that's all I want to share with you in this video, and I hope you've been able to learn a lot. I wish you luck in your application. So it doesn't really stop you from going to Canada actually, but it's just that you have to observe these new principles that was put in place. And that's all I want to share with you in this video. This is Opportunity News, where I talk about things like this: how to travel abroad, how to advance your career, accessing global opportunities and the likes. Hopefully see you in subsequent videos. This is Opportunity News.